All right, a little bit different technique on the single speed. Oh, jeez. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, what's up, dudes? I feel like it's been a while. How you doing? Hi, how are you? I'm heading out to meet up with Cypress Gorry, who is a pro racer and you know, a bike tour guide with Bike Farm here in Brevard in the Pisgah forest area. And so I just covered Pisgah Stage Race, and I noticed that a lot of people struggled with the wet routes on Squirrel Gap, and so I decided we have kind of a wet day here, and I decided I would take the opportunity to go out and kind of do a little tutorial, you know, pick Cypress's brain on how to ride this stuff, you know, off-camber routes, dude, or as they say in Quebec, off-camber. We got my buddy Colin Johannan, who just finished the stage race on his single speed, is going to meet up with us, and we're gonna go slip and slide around. And as an added bonus, we're also gonna look at these stupid new steps on South Mills, I think it is, that leads down to the suspension bridge from Turkey Pen, which is part of the stage race, which caused a lot of problems for people, which almost seemed unavoidable. Like, they're really, really slippery steps. All right, but anyway, enough yammering. We're gonna go and slip and slide on some routes, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in those conditions, like having seen the trail.
Right, coming into the sketchy stairs. Colin's going for the stairs. Oh. Here's the problem. Yeah, so a little lift. Yeah, we'll look at that later. All right, so we got a little bonus tutorial. We got the suspension bridge, which during the stage race, people think you gotta, like, Jeff Lenoski trials hop up onto it, but you really just have to roll it. And I think, you know, a key part is that you gotta set up wide and not hit your head on the suspension cable, and then just kind of roll up onto it, as these guys are gonna demonstrate. All right, oh, and I'm gonna hit my head on the cable. Whoop. Yeah, so it's just roll up it like a ramp. And the bridge isn't that wiggly unless you got people running on it who didn't ride up it properly. Right. Or you got a video guy who's trying to run across it because he got trapped on the other side.
I did see it. Go whack.
Did you ride this during the race?
I did not.
Okay.
Missed getting the rear wheel up.
Yeah. Just roll up. Yeah, not a problem. Not hitting the GoPro on the cable.
In the video, it kind of looked like some goons were doing it in the race.
Bouncing it?
Bouncing.
I think once you get a few people on it,
But
it just starts doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like 2's okay, but 3, it's like there's just a lot of motion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Right, Cypress, what's the technique for riding up slippery, rooty stuff?
As much as we can, trying to square up to everything, trying to get those tires perpendicular to the roots, and then just making sure that we're looking at where we have traction and where we don't have traction. So on that little piece, we've got to make sure we have momentum, because it's like once those roots start, there's nowhere in between that we're going to have traction through it. So getting a little speed in and pray.
Whoa, going out wide. So I think Cypress was saying it might be easier to ride the rock. Very nice. Oh, nice. I think I like the rock line, like looking at it through the eyes of Cypress with the watts and the lungs, but then I don't know if I can generate the speed to do this. Oh shoot, I sort of mixed lines there. Oh boy. Oh, yes, you are going out as wide as can be. I guess that is the risk.
yeah.
All right, Scott's going in blind. See what he does. Whoa! Nice. Oh! Single speed style. All momentum. Pedal, pedal. Oh! It's way hotter on a single speed, dude. Doing a course walk here. Those are definitely off-camber. All right, so what do we do here?
I think of the wet.
And low.
Yeah, I mean, low is definitely a safer bet. Once you get to this last piece,
There's more dirt over here.
there's just, there's a lot of space between the roots that is just filled in with more roots.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone want to try the high line just for entertainment value?
I did.
Right?
Oh, you did? Okay.
I just did.
How did it work? How far did you get?
I walked here.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna do tire pressure adjustment if I were going to attempt the top. You also have a wheel trap at the end.
Oh yeah.
Like, so you could, like, if you survived the slipperiness of this stuff, then you have a wheel trap.
Yep.
So that's fun. Whoa! That went better than expected.
Yeah.
Now, but would you recommend that on race day? Would that be the line?
In these conditions, probably not, because I'm also like riding in after a rest.
Right.
But on race day, you come into the section gassed. By the same token, you also have, like, you don't know what's coming up when you hit that point, and you're like, the top looks good. And then you get halfway through the top and you're like, there's no way to get down low without just like turning across, all this mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, no, this isn't working.
Dude, it's still not easy. Oh, you're going high to low.
There's like more that you're turning across.
Yeah, so deceptively twitchy and hard. So,
But I mean,
did you chase people through this on race day?
yeah,
Who'd you chase through and how'd they do?
Ty did not fare well. I think everybody is. You're not the only one without traction. Yeah, he like kind of messed up and tried to get going again, like totally fell. So,
Oh, with the dreads.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good because I'll run that clip right here.
Perfect.
Sorry, Ty. All right, so before I go tap pressure out of my tires, how important do you think tire pressure is, and what do you do with tire pressure for days like this?
It's super important. It's a fine line too, because there is a lot of rock out here. The root generally you're not gonna have to worry about hitting too hard and pinch flatting, but there's enough rock to where you can't go too low. But you still need that grip to let that tire conform over everything, which is more important when it's nice and slick and snotty.
All right, so like, how big of a tire do you run and how low do you go?
I've got 2.35s on. I'm running 21, 23.
Okay.
Which, I mean, pressure's so relative for everybody.
And you weigh under 150 pounds?
Yeah, like 140.
Okay.
So
that matters.
yeah, that definitely does.
Yeah.
Pressure I'm running though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What do you weigh, if you don't mind me asking?
170 now.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, lightweight.
Yeah. Running in the mid 20s and I'm in the mid 180s or to high, mid to high.
Nice.
Oh shit. So what's the advice for downhill wet routes, Cypress?
Yeah, stay loose. You know your bike's gonna skate around underneath you, so don't fight it. I think we, can all picture somebody who's like nice and stiff on the bike, and that first route that they hit just totally knocks them over. So letting the bike move underneath you a little bit is a huge part of it, and just predicting like there's gonna be some lines where you end up knowing like I'm gonna hit that route at an angle and my bike's gonna slide some. And letting it happen instead of fighting it all the time.
Yeah, now so I know like this is Kerry's running a 120 bike.
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the guys are running less suspension. Do you think suspension comes into play at all, or is it more tires?
Sure. I mean, tires are a big part. I think a lot of those guys are running smaller tires than like anything that we've got on today.
A lot of
just 'cause
Aspens.
They're racing, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And maybe a little bit more than Aspen. I know Owen was running Aspens that day, but then he ended up flatting at the end. So having maybe something a little bit more would have been good. I know he ran bigger tires the rest of the week. So the suspension does make a difference. I mean, just as long as you can have it like nice and supple and taking away that little bit, you can have a little bit of that give and like hit that root. And if it's soaking it up some, then you'll slip a little less, hopefully.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I guess you have to accept some slippage.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Oh, wow.
This is that.
Okay, okay. Oh, low, and, okay. Oh, shit, I almost made it. Damn. Yeah, low line, lots of little sniper roots.
Yeah.
They're not like the big freaking boa constrictors on the top. Have you ever gone off the side?
Yeah. I think you ride squirrel enough, it'll happen.
You're also, I see, like you, I mean, I'm doing the same thing behind you, but definitely bike body separation and counterweighting, keeping the bike straight while moving the center of gravity over. All right, nice. That's fun.
Yeah, fun section.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big part of riding that stuff smooth is being able to like commit to being heavy in sections to then be light over something else, because there's so many parts where you can't always square up to something and you know that the tire's going to slip if you hit it hard. But if you don't necessarily have to be like in the air, but if you're light, the tire is going to deflect a lot less than if there's significant weight on it. So just getting up and over things a little bit. If you can be up completely over it in the air, then you're definitely not going to slip on it, but then you're also going to land and be heavy. So you have to keep that in mind too. Don't want to be real heavy where there's a root at an angle, because it'll shoot you out real quick, especially in these conditions.
Wow, look at that. It's kind of creepy.
Happy wherever.
Oh boy.
Come in, swing nice and wide.
Give me your quick riding uphill switchbacks with a slippery log in the middle 101.
As much as you can, just again making sure that you're squaring up to things. Oftentimes with the switchbacks going uphill, thinking about how your front and rear tires are going to end up in different spots. So like for this one, for example, you can ride with that front wheel going around it and only have to worry about your rear going up. Everyone's a little bit different, but oftentimes at the beginning of it, setting up wide, give ourselves as much room as we can to then maneuver however we end up needing to through the corner is going to be our best bet.
All right, so how do you do this?
This one's definitely a lot of power for sure, and figuring out where you can put it out, because there's good kind of big moves starting either line, and then just making sure you have the momentum to roll through the rest without too much torque, because you're not getting a lot in the wet. If it's dry, you can pedal right up that thing, but in the wet, not so much.
How much are you kind of shifting your body like forward and backward? Like,
A lot, yeah, especially through the initial moves, and then just making sure I'm getting enough weight on that rear tire that's keeping traction, but I don't want to be like all the way back either. So it's a nice balance. Body positions, always key.
right? Oh God,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so bonus, how to not kill yourself. So I don't know if this will change by Pisgah Stage Race 2025, but when you're coming into the last corner of the suspension bridge, there it's like it's purpose built to kill you. There's this 45-degree angle,
Yeah.
super slippery. I mean, it is like
Coming
just
from the
buttered.
trail, you're coming in at like this angle.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, run B-roll here of what happens when you do that.
Yeah. Or if you get the front one up, it's still just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have roughened it up a little, but it's still, you know, it's not great.
No.
All right, who wants to do it to demonstrate how not to die?
I don't think any of us want to demonstrate it on the how to die.
Yeah.
We do have video of
I
that.
apologize again, Abby, for running B-roll of you on this. Okay, so that was a total D-weight and just skip the whole problem.
Just don't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it, it won't hurt you. What you don't touch can't hurt you. It's like lava. Oh, nice. Who wants to demonstrate just a normal human being, just like a slight square up and D-weight? Colin, can you oblige? If you don't want to just not die, this is what you do. Square up, D-weight, no problem. Oh, yeah. Shit. I feel like I did a whole stage of Pisgah Stage Race. We're not used to the humidity being from New England. You know, that's my excuse. And the altitude, it's terrible.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, nice job. That was fun. Thank you so much. All right, give me the summary of Wet Roots 101 to summarize.
Yeah. Stay loose. We talked a little bit about tire pressure, low to an extent. Being light, letting the bike move around underneath you, and really thinking about where you can put out power and where you can't, especially on the uphills. Downhill, that's not so much of a factor, but then that kind of trades in with like where you can really press in, where you need to be light. So yeah, commitment. You gotta commit, otherwise you'll not know which line you're taking and just be spit out off the trail.
All right, thank you, Cypress Gorry.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be living on a prayer out there today, dude, because it's gonna be slippery when wet.